So, Blind Channel. If we cast our minds back just some years ago to 2006 and remind ourselves that rock can win Eurovision, we're kind of there again. This is a fabulous entry in Finland this year. They've been around since 2013, Blind Channel I refer to, and they're pretty well known. In fact, they're well known internationally. They'll perform new metal entry Dark Side on Saturday night. And it's the soundtrack is to an underground party that serves as the perfect distillation of their message. So very excited to see how they might perform that on Saturday night. We're going to go back to Danny. Danny's a big fan of this song. Danny, why do you love this so much?
I am a huge fan of this song, and for anyone that knows me, they might be a bit surprised by that because my absolute favourite Eurovision thing ever is Eleni Foureira, so there's quite a difference between the two. But I don't know what it is with this song. I just think it's really catchy, and I feel like even though it's kind of metal, whatever kind of genre it is, it's still quite easy to sing along to, which I think you can sometimes miss out on with this genre. And I'm just very excited about it. Mel will be really proud of me, I'm sure.
She will be, yeah. Marius, so we talked about the favourite overall to win on Saturday night. This is actually the favourite amongst all of the Eurovision fans. So I'm not sure how much credibility that holds at this moment because they're not the ones voting. But is there a situation where you could see this winning on Saturday night?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that whenever I hear the name Eleni Foureira, my heart bleeds. So, moving on. This is epic. This is amazing. I actually love this track. And yes, the Finns love their rock, and why not? Because they know how to do it, and they do it well. And Lodi was not the only example. If you remember, was it Teras Tedoni in like 2008? Which was one of my favorite ones, actually. But this is unique in its own way. And I think that on Saturday, it will be between these guys and Teflon. But we still have to consider, the next one, Axel. We'll come to him later. But this is good stuff, definitely.
Yeah, I don't recall if we've had new metal at Eurovision yet. I sort of racked my brain and think, I'm not sure we've had that yet. Phil and Michelle, it's about time, isn't it?
Well, we all know that Eurovision's 20 years behind, so it's right on track, isn't it? It's like this is Linkin Park 2000. I should know because I was at the front of the queue for Chester Bennington. He was my favourite. But these have got, they don't look pretty, but I love the tune. I love the song. And also the man who sings it, I'm sorry, I don't know his name. He does the rappy bit and the singy bit. So, is twice as good as Chester Bennington, apparently. But I bloody love it. There's nothing like a reminisce. Danny loves this because I liked Teflon Brothers because of the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. He obviously grew up in 2000. He was like, yeah, this is brilliant. So he's going to love it. This is his era. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's a bit Linkin Park on steroids, isn't it? It's more Linkin Park than Linkin Park in some ways.
Yeah.
But it's rock.
It's not wins, rock. It's new metal.
Well, all right, yeah, and it's not it's not Lordi. I mean, Lordi was more sort of your
cartoonish. It was a bit cartoonish.
But this is serious new metal, and it will stand out if it goes through. Yeah. This would stand out amongst all the ballads and Schlager and pop songs.
I just hope on Saturday night he washes his hair.
But yeah,
because you don't want the greasy. There's nothing nice about the greasy look. I mean, even Bon Jovi doing rock, he had beautifully washed hair. You don't want greasy hair, and I think these could win if he washes his hair.
Well, there you go.
Thank you, Phil and Michelle. Finally, Steve. These are international artists. Could that potentially be an advantage for them Saturday night with the viewing public, knowing that they'd be performing internationally, and also this song would be considerably different to anything else we might get at Eurovision this year?
Well, I don't know how well known they are, but I think this is the one to beat, to be honest. The lyrics are really, really dark, though, joining the 27 Club. and we all know that is all of those rock stars in the past that died at the age of 27. It's got a very dark lyric. I think it's a very clever lyric, actually, but I wonder whether Eurovision will get out there, kind of, ask for perhaps a couple of lyrics to be tweaked or something. So I think it's really good, and as our good friend Mel would say, it's accessible rock as well. There's something for everybody in this, and I think this is going to walk it on Saturday. But then I was wrong last year, so yeah, I think it's really good, and I think Finland, if they send this, will go to the final. No trouble at all.
Thank you, Steve. And I'm just going to bring in Andy for one last comment on this. Andy, this is very different, and we're likely to see, we know we're going to see the Roop in Rotterdam. We're likely to see, we're definitely going to see Daddy, but we're likely to see lots of similar type entries that are going to stand out this year. This is a very, very different type of song, and I don't think we're going to see many new metals, if at all. This would be the only one we would see in Rotterdam. Would this stand out enough to really make a difference come Saturday night at the end of May? And
yeah,
rock
definitely.
It up that score.
Apart from anything else, groups like this tend to perform superbly well on a Eurovision stage. The sound just fills the hall. They always sound like, I mean, my mum would have said they can't sing, but they can sing. They're fantastic singers. They will do an amazing job. I think they probably will win.